This is Old Man PHP. I create PHP video tutorials for the old guys who want to learn a new skill and compete with the young crowd. Now this is video number 14. First, let's talk about math expression. Remember that everything after the dollar sign is an expression. When you create oops. When you do this, let's say anything after this is an expression. Okay, so let's talk integer data types. Integers are numbers with a decimal point, and an integer can be either a positive or a negative number. They are between, like, the smallest that you can do is like comma 240. No, not 2. It would be like 147, 483, 648, and of course, same thing, 2, 147, 483, 647. See, the smallest and then the biggest. We're going to find out a little bit more. They can be specified in 4 notations, like you have your decimal base 10. Let's see, base 10. You have your hexadecimal, which is base 16. You have octal, which is base 8. I just saw a bug fly by. And then you have your binary stuff, which is base number 2. Notation. Now, an integer must have at least 1 digit. An integer must not have a decimal point, as I mentioned. A variable with an integer assigned to it is a kind of like it was right now, a base 10. So if I went, let's see, $x equal to 10, that's your base 10 right there. Did I put it? Did I use an X? Yes, I did. And then you go like this, boom, 10. That's your base 10. You can assign a hexadecimal. That will be something like 0x2. That's a whole list. There's your 42 right there. That is 40. That is this stuff here. This is base 16. It's always base 16. Then you have your octal, which is base 8. So I guess we could, I'll tell you what, let's get rid of this. And let's just use the same one. Let's go 0.5. And there you go. It's 5. You got your best. You can also assign a binary value, such as so if I did this, oh no, 110. Looks like the bathroom is calling my name. That will be 6. That equals 6. You can cast value by using an int, and of course, remember casting. You can use an int or an integer. So you can cast a boolean true. It turns it into a 1. So if you did, let's change this to an int casting, and then you say true. Then you should get blah, 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 blah. Let's dump this guy. Var dump, so you can see. See, it's 1. It's an integer because you told it. Then you can use predefined constants. Just like PHP Inc, PHP Inc Max, I don't know, the PHP ink size to check the 32-bit systems. Now this is a floating point. Let me show you what a floating point looks like. But if we take this out, use the same variable, a 13.5, maybe we could, yeah, I guess float 13.5. How about if we can turn it to an exponential number. So let's say we got 13.5 E3. Then you're gonna let this, boom, 13.5. Let's put an echo right underneath it. Let's do this. Then you can say echo x 13. Okay, you can use the plus sign, like to add and subtract and multiply and divide two numbers together. So let's say dollar num a equals to 2. Let's say, you can say that bum b equal to 10, and then you can echo the, which you already kind of saw this already. You know, this is bothering me. Let's do it in. Alright, let's do num a plus num b. You can let's add a line breaks. That will be good. How about if we do this? We'll copy this, and then we'll use the subtraction. We'll use these multiplication. How about if we do the divide? Then you can, daisy, you can do, that really has to suck for a kid. With divorced families, we're just thinking about it a little. Go downstairs. That's kind of sad. So let's run this. Boom, you got your 12, you got your 8, you got your 20, you got the 2.0, and the, see? That's a good math one. Here's a shortcut for incrementing and declaring. You can kind of, let's do this here, what the hell? You can do echo, oh come on. We could do echo dollar num a plus plus. You can do echo I don't really have to show that, do I? In front of it. How about if we do it in front of it? That would be plus plus dollar num a. Remember that? We saw that before. You can do minus, let's say echo, and you can say dollar num a, what is it, minus minus. You can even do it before that, dollar num a and just put it right over here. See, so it's gonna look terrible if I don't put this in front of it. Let's put this here. Okay, we'll put one over here, just see. For the next one. See? 2, 4, 4, 4, 2. So you could do this and it always give you the thing afterwards and it's subtraction. We saw this already. We can use even the long version, like I don't know, something like echo I equals I plus 1. That's a long version of it. Or you could just say I, like here, I plus plus, but we're not doing it. This is the long version. It's the one we used to always use. So you go like this, boom. Wait a minute, 37, where are you? Oh, let's do, what the hell, we just use dollar num a. That's because I is not defined. So we'll just do this. See? Because that's 2 plus 1. And it does the same thing with the subtraction. You can even do it even more short. Like a shorter one, like echo a plus equal to 1. How about if I just, same thing, see, 3. The math functions can handle values within the range of integer and floating points types. So the PHP math functions are part of the PHP core. So no installation is required to use these functions. You just have to start your PHP. And give me a second, guys. I just need to take a sip of this delicious drink. Fantastic. So I truly don't like working with these that I'm going to show you. But you were doing like all kinds of scientific stuff, and so I'm going to show you how you can return, let's say, the absolute. That we know for sure. We've used that before, right? So if you say 5 like that, you know something? I'm going to use this. I'll put it over here. Sorry. Let's move this down. All right. So if you wanted to do that, then you could say, let's put that over here. Let's say you want the cell. Cell means that you either give me the top one, like your when you let's say you got 4. Like for instance, this should become 5. 4, 5. Wait a minute. The cell will be that. Oh yeah, okay. See what I mean? The floor. Let's see what the floor is. Floor. Oops. The floor is. I'll have to find out why that thing. The floor is. Excuse me. Let's say 4.3. That should work. That's going to be the floor. See, 4, because it takes that out. Just says, give me that. What's the? This should have worked. And oh, no wonder. This is the absolute. Also supposed to the ceiling. So if you go like this, see, it goes 5 up. because you're already after the 545, so that means you round it up. This gets round down. Okay, and then you go, speaking of rounding, you can kind of use this. I wonder if I can use this. Let's use this, of course. All right, let's do the round. Let's do the round. And I'm going to round the 4, 5. Oh, let's say 6. Round it up. Okay, well, down. This rounds it down. Okay. Rounds it down. Okay. And then you have like this weird, like what's the maximum? I think we saw that already. So if I went and did, what is the maximum of 4, 5? It always say 5. There you go. I'm going to take this out. Okay. You can minimize it. Yeah, you can give me the minimum, right? So you go like this and change this to min. Something is holding this. Line 14. Oh, damn. Let's take it out. That's because I got rid of that thing. You need to initialize. And I'm not dealing with it right now, so didn't care. That's why I got rid of it. All right, so let's do the power, right? Remember the power 4, power 2. I guess we can copy that whole thing again. Let's put it over here. So we'll say P, or these I don't really use. This would be, let's say, 4 to the power of 2. You got your 16. Then you have the square, right, of a number. Returns the square root of a number. So I guess I can kind of go like, I think I'm going to spell it, square. And what would be the square root of 16? Yeah, it's going to probably be 4. There you go, 4, like I said. Then you have the exponent of a number. That would be, let's see. So let's copy this over here. Let's do exp, and let's put a 12. Right, and then you just have to, boom, there it goes. That's your number. You're timing it by itself. Okay, now let's do 5.7. 5.7. 5. Whatever. See, changes it. Then you have your log. Remember the log? So you could say, let's see, your log of 4. Let's take that out. These people just don't know how to walk. Some people just don't know how to live in an apartment. Let's get, guys, you want to write this stuff down? Yeah. Wait for a few seconds, write this down. Alright, now let's, how about if we do it this way? Log. Then within there you can use another one, another mathematical function, and then you can say 4. And that will be 4. All right, so now, you know, your log10, there's a log10 function that returns the base 10 of a number, log number. So it would be something like, let's see, let's go log 10. I should have kept this one. Let's do this. X. Put 4 there. How about 10? Yeah. So you got this, boom. You got this number. Yeah, that's weird numbers. And if you're into math and doing all these things, you picked up. Remember pi? Let's do pi. That 3.14 thing. Get rid of that. Should give it to you. 1.14 with all these other numbers. Okay, let's get rid of this. Then we're going to put in hypot. So that is called, excuse me. Let's so high. H. That will be, let's do a 10. That's my chair, guys. 10. That's not spelled right. Hypotenuse. So let's, oops, save this. And there goes your number. Okay, so if you want to do another number, like, I don't know, 3, 4, okay. Then you have, there's a like degree value to radian value. So if you put it over here, you could kind of go, oh boy, please try to survive, Andres. Try. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, we could do, I guess we could use this one. Let's say degree to, get it like 2 radiant. Strange, right? Let's say, let's use 90. See? So if you wanted to, you know, to convert radian values to a degree value, then you just have to go echo and then do rad 2 degree. Oh, come on. So, you know something? Let's say rad. No, baby, come on. Don't do this. Don't. Degree. And let's just use, I don't know, 1.57. Oh shit, come on. No. There you go. Let's get rid of this stuff. Okay, so now you have your mount, your radiant, like random numbers, right? You can create random numbers. So you could say, you could use this empty rand don't know. Let's say 1 through 50. This creates a random number from between the 1 and 50. Did I misspell this right? What does it say there? 10. What happened here? 31. Then you could do the other one the same way. Let's put it over here and just use the rand. It's just other ways of doing it. 32. Then you have you can get rand max function that returns the largest possible value that can be returned by the empty. So you could say, let's just put it here. We'll say empty underscore get rand max. Let's get rid of those numbers so we can see what that is. I don't hardly ever use these. There you go. Okay, so then the finite, you can find whether a value is a legal finite number. I mean, you can go and say echo is fine. Then you say 2. One, that's your finite. Then you can kind of say, with the log, you can even use the log within the finite. So you're trying to find out if this is a finite number. So you go say log, 100. This is going to work. That was crazy. Then you have what happened here? Then we just got rid of the it should be the same thing. Finite numbers one. So then you can echo, I don't know. Let's try 2000. That's a good number. 1, 2, 3. Still 1. Huh, that's crazy. Trigonometry functions are like functions like this. Something like, which trust me when I tell you I don't use them. It's sins, and then you got cos, then you got your tang, then you have a sin, and then you have a cos, then you have a 10. I don't know what these are to tell the truth, but I know they are out there. And that's about it. I mean, this is probably more. It's probably more. Like the sin returns the sin of a number parameter, like the number. So if you probably be strange here. So we'll say echo, and we'll say sin. I just put a 0 right in here, and see what that looks like. There you go, 10. So then if you say, oh, come on, you can format with a decimal and a defined decimal place, right? So if you say, this one I like to tell you, you could say number equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dot 6, 7, 8, 9. Strange, right? Then you could say, I want to echo the number format for this. So you could say number underscore format function, right? And you're just going to give it that, this information right in there. And of course we're going to do use 2 for 2. See, the thing is that decimal places, they'll give you the decimal places, that's what that 2 is. So then if you save it and you play it, boom, 68. Remember that? Wait a minute. 13. He gave it to me as a, let me see, 12. Where's that 10 come from? Oh, this. There you go. Get rid of this. Get rid of all this. There you go. See? You did the numbers. I don't know, dude. It does all this, you know, because 6, 7 is larger than 5, so it'll turn it into an 8. And of course 8 and all that, that gets all taken out to 789 is actually more than the 5, right? So then it'll round it up to 68. It'll give you the actual dot as we told it, and then it'll break this down to 1,000. So it'll be like 12, 3, 4, 5, 4, 68. That one, this one I really like. Don't use it much, but I really like. Well, we reached the end, and this is a short one. If you enjoyed this video and you learned about math operators, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. This will help grow my channel, and on the next video I will talk more about strings. And you know something, we saw enough of that, those strings. As we go, we're going to learn more about those strings. Let's talk about conditional statements and the switch statement. Until next time, a good night.